Run it with
All right. Welcome, everybody. Sorry for the delay. We've had all kinds of technical difficulties. We are, of course, playing D&D all across the United States. So when you try to get this many people together on a Friday night, and we're at the, here we're at the will of the dice. In real life, we have technical issues such as computers, cameras, electrical power, etc., to deal with. But we are here now. So for everybody that stuck around, thank you very much. We are now in episode 2 of Devil's Bargain. Tonight's episode is called Quid Pro Quo. If you haven't seen the first episode, that is entitled Prison Break. And then you can just follow the link on our channel and give that a watch. We had a great turnout last week. Thank you for everybody that's followed us so far on Facebook, on Twitter, on Instagram even. We have one TikTok that's doing pretty well so far. When we tried to use spirit fingers last week to kill a guard and didn't quite work too well. So thank you for everybody that's followed us so far. As always, I forget to say it. When I say as always, I forget to say it, but please, if you like the video, hit the like button, or I was supposed to say smash the like button. Please make sure you subscribe to the channel and ring that notification bell. So when we do go live, you won't miss any of the action or any of the shenanigans. We are going to have a lot of fun tonight. We have some returning players and we have some new players. So tonight's going to be exciting. Before we get into that, we're going to jump right into the action since we are starting late. But real quick, Corgi Cosplay, if you are watching this video, please hit us up. You won the giveaway for the blanket last week for the D20 blanket. So please, Corgi Cosplay, hit us up on Twitter so I can send you that gift. And we're going to be doing another giveaway once we hit 100 subscribers on YouTube. We're already getting there. So just some more subs and we'll do some more giveaways. I think we're going to be giving away some dice. One of my good friends recommended some dice. Everybody can always use dice, and I agree with that. For those who've been playing for a while, you're probably already obsessed with dice. For our new players, you will soon get obsessed with dice, and you're like, oh, I have a set of dice. That's all I need. Then you realize you need 2 sets of dice, and then you're just an addict after that. You look like Dave Chappelle, some Tyrone Biggums trying to get some more dice. And it's like that. So 100 subs and we'll do another giveaway. So please subscribe. And are you guys ready to get into it?
Yes, but I think Kira, Vanestra, and Hans are still muted.
Oh, yeah. We're going to need to hear you as well. So Vanestra and Hans will be able to will introduce you as the story goes on. But thank you, Josh and Tina, for joining us tonight. As we said when we started the show, we're going to have a certain core set of regulars on the show, and then we're going to try to get guest stars as well. So if you are interested in coming on the show and playing some D&D with us, please hit us up, and we'll try to get you in. There's already a long list of folks that want to play, but we're going to try to get as many folks in as possible. And next week, we're actually going to run a one-shot. Because we're going to do that in conjunction with ScarabCon that's happening next weekend, which is exciting. So we're going to have some. Yep, he's got his he's got a ScarabCon shirt on. I've got my Red5Tavern shirt on. Please go to TeePublic for all that kind of good stuff, and show your Red 5 love. But you guys ready to play some D&D?
Yep, do this thing.
All right, let's do it.
Kira, you're muted, Kira.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh,
No one's cast any mute spells or any silent spells, so you can talk.
Right.
Yeah. All right, let's do this.
Not yet.
All right. Episode 2. It is morning, thankfully. You awoke from a long rest in your upstairs suite of the place you simply call the Red 5 Tavern. Its full name having been lost a long time ago. The innkeeper, a human man, seemingly in his 50s, with jet black hair, its greased back, and a graying goatee to match, hastily brought you to these private quarters last night, just hours after your escape from Shadowlight Prison. Curiously, he seemed to be waiting for your arrival. Over the course of the night, you notice one of your former cellmates, Ursh, leave in anger,
Yeah.
and the rogue that was with you just simply disappeared at some point during the night. You're not sure when.
Mm-hmm.
A knock comes on the door.
I am going to go over to the door and open it cautiously.
All right. Kalisha opens the door. At first, when you open the door, you don't see anybody until you look down. They're standing about 3 feet tall as a red reptilian creature, dressed almost amusingly in what seems to be a waiter's outfit, but nothing quite fitting right. Kalisha, you want to run a nature check for me?
A nature check.
Yep. So I'm not sure if you have any plus ability, any how good you are with nature.
I am a little bit good at nature. Let's see. I'm not going to charm him. Let's see. I'm looking around.
Yep. If you just want to roll a d20, see what you get for nature.
Let's see. Let's see what I get. I got a 13.
Okay. So, Kalisha, you recognize them as what's called a kobold.
Oh.
Right? Those are little reptilian creatures, as the one you see in front of you. Normally, not seen around this type of establishment. They're normally in caves, dungeons, that sort of thing. But for some reason, this one is acting like a waiter here in the tavern. He looks up at you and he goes, "Breakfast ready. You come." He looks around the room, scanning everybody. "You all come."
Sounds good.
You guys want to follow the kobold?
I'll follow him.
I'm going to follow him as well.
All right.
I'll follow cautiously.
Okay. So he escorts you down another set of stairs. This is not the same ones that you took last night to get up to the second floor of the Red 5 Tavern. They lead down to a decently sized private dining room. There you see a long table in the middle, and it's dimly lit. Most of the light coming from a small window on the side of the room.
Mm-hmm.
At the end of the table, there's some people already sitting there. You actually see 3 folks sitting there. There's a reserved woman who might be an elf, like a wood elf. And there is a bard. I'm sorry, there's a dwarf. My apologies. There's a dwarf who looks quite impressed with himself. And you also see a dark-skinned human male with long black dreads and a cleanly cut beard, black hair. And he's got a very simple sword at his side. The kobold who brought you down to the room says, "You sit. Drinks and food come soon. Master too."
Who's your master?
"He comes soon. You ask him." And he just leaves the room. Shuts the door behind him.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to look at the group that's sitting down at the table, and I'm going to try and figure out which one of them looks the most dangerous.
All right, you want to do a Kazari, you want to do a perception check for me?
All right. Perception. And 8.
Okay. Well, you don't know any of them, so none of them. The dark skinned male, he just seems to be kind of he's reserved. He's looking down a lot. Doesn't seem to be too threatening. The wood elf, she has not said anything to you guys yet. And, well, the dwarf is, like I said, pretty impressed with himself. He is dressed kind of funny. Hans, care to introduce yourself to the group?
Hey, I'm Hans, the Hans Gropa. I thought I smelled elves, present company excluded, Venestra. I'm the dwarven artificer.
Why do they call you the Hands?
Because I'm handsy.
Who
If
is
it's
it?
not crafted by me, it's not crafted at all.
Keep
I'm
those
the best
hands away
arms
from me.
dealer this side of, I don't know where we are, the tavern.
I'm going to quietly whisper over to Kira, watch this guy. I don't know why he has it in for elves, but just be careful. I just have a feeling.
Kazara's going to go sit next to Hans at the table.
And Venestra, would you like to introduce yourself to the group?
I am Venestra. And I don't like any of you.
Oh,
Feelings mutual.
I don't trust any of you.
Okay. Where are you from, Venestra? What brings you to the tavern?
My business is my own.
Mm.
Just doing a little foraging.
Does anyone even know what this tavern even is?
I honestly have no idea, but my companion is gone. He was really angry about something. I have a feeling that has something to do with it.
Maybe.
Probably all the elves.
Kira, do you have any idea of what this place is? You're a paladin, right? So you might have some idea of some god or something.
I'm not fully sure, but my intuition says that something's amiss. There's definitely danger in the air.
Feels that way.
As you guys are talking, the other man that's sitting at the table with you, he looks up and kind of scans the room, makes eye contact with each of you briefly, and he says, I want to thank you for freeing us from that God's forsaken prison. My name is Xander. If I can be of any help, my blade is yours. He goes on to tell you his story a little bit. He was a farmer, pretty small farmer. He and his wife had a small farm just a few miles from here. When he suspected a much larger farmer of contaminating his fields, he went to approach that farmer. And as the other farmer had connection with the judges and the police of Tempest Bay of this city, the other farmer had him arrested on site. While he sat in Shadowlight Prison, his wife disappeared and the other farmer claimed his land.
Oh. Xander, I would like to thank you for offering us your sword. Could you tell me where we are? I don't even know what village we're in.
So this place has been my home for many years. Well, I live on the outskirts. This is Tempest Bay. Not many people know this city. It is a port town, but most do not hear. You always hear of Baldur's Gate. You always hear of Shadow, and no one ever talks of Tempest Bay. Of course, it's named that for all the storms that come in, but normally those storms bring in necessary rain for my crops. But now I've lost everything. But I was in one of the cells last night when your party escaped, and now I would love to be able to find my wife, Elise, and hopefully get some justice and get my farm back.
I don't
I-
care if you get your farm back or if this city even stands.
Ugh.
Well, I mean none of you harm, and as I said, if I can be of any help, I will.
I'm going to tell Kazara, this guy's just trying to help. Let's just let him tag along until we can find out what we're all doing here.
Speaking of which, where's that host and that food? Starving.
Almost as if on cue, the innkeeper walks in, his arms outstretched. Ah, good morning, my friends. I trust you all slept well last night. I realize I failed to introduce myself. My name is Samnu Malik, but most around here just call me Sam. He sits down at the head of the table. And would you all mind introducing yourselves?
I'm Kisara. That's all you'll get.
I'm Venestra. That's all you need to know right now.
If you don't know me, then you don't know anyone. I'm Hans Gropa,
Uh,
the Hands.
Hans the Hans Gropa, I assume. I have your reputation does precede you. I believe you had quite the operation down in Baldur's Gate, did you not?
That's
Funny.
for me to know and you to find out.
I never heard of him.
Well,
Typical
I'm so
wood elf.
sorry.
Hmm.
I'm so sorry, Sam. My name is Kalisha Moonflower. I'm just trying to get back home. As for the rest of these guys, I can't vouch for them. I apologize for the rudeness that they're throwing you.
when you run a tavern, you tend to run into all sorts of personalities, so it is very hard to offend me.
Sam, I'm Kira. Hi, half elf. I'm just curious more about your tavern as a keeper, as well as the plethora of food and drinks before us. I'm also curious as to the hands that have created these dishes.
Kira, why don't you run an insight check, Kira? Go ahead and roll a d20.
Okay. 19.
Ooh.
19.
19.
All right, so you being a paladin, you can sort of pick up on these sorts of things, and for lack of a better term, your spidey sense is tingling like you wouldn't believe. There's certainly something not right about Sam. There's something not right about this tavern. None of this seems right to you. It is all quite convenient how everything played out last night, but you can't quite put your finger on it yet.
Mm-hmm.
And as you're he doesn't really answer. He pretty much changes the subject as you're talking. He just kind of blows it off. But if there's anything you need, I will assure you that you will have it. Kira, there is no need to be alarmed. I assure you, I mean you no harm. There is, however, a little business that we must discuss. I do so hate mixing business with pleasure. Unfortunately, the warden survived last night. His name is Arden Lightborn, and I need you to take care of him. And as all of you are talking, as he says that, the kobold waiter walks back in. He's got some drinks and some food. Again, he only stands about 3 feet tall, so he's reaching up and he's putting all the drinks and some food on the table. And the innkeeper, Sam, goes on, when he arrives home this evening, I need you to eliminate him. He is an enemy of the people. Also, there can be no witnesses. This shouldn't be an issue for the lot of you, as I hear he only lives with his wife and teenage son.
So you're asking us to kill all of them?
How you deal with it is your choice. However, he must not live through the night. And
What?
as you hear him say that, you can see Xander, the other man sitting at the end of the table. He's clearly getting worked up from this. He's been tapping on the table, and he just grabs the table, and he's clearly not liking what he's hearing. He's pretty much fed up, and he just speaks up. Are you seriously asking us to kill a man and his family in cold blood? Sam turns to him and says, well, I'm not sure asking is the word I would use. Xander shakes his head. No, not a chance. I will have no part of this. And then he grabs his throat. And it takes him a second to realize what's happened. But the kobold waiter went behind him and with his sharp fingernail slit his throat.
Knew it.
And
Well, doesn't
grasps
the
his
plot
throat,
thicken?
and Xander falls lifeless to the floor.
Well, I guess he can go see his wife now.
Sounds like she'll be meeting him shortly.
The kobold smiles at that comment and sort of chuckles along with you. He turns back to Sam. He says, apologies, master. I clean up. And Sam turns to you, looking a little bit concerned. I'm so sorry you had to see that. Are there any other voices of dissent?
Look, Sam, I don't mean any disrespect, but I really need to find my companion. I thank you for letting us stay the night. I will throw you some coin as soon as I find my companion, and I hope I can bid you good day.
Oh, see, now that might be a problem, Kalisha. As you remember yesterday at the prison, you did make a deal to do everything you were told, did you not?
Yeah, I did.
Now, I will help you find your companion. If you help me, I will ensure that we find your companion and the two of you are reunited. So,
If
Then
she's
it's-
getting something, what's in it for the rest of us?
oh, well, I'm glad there are some calm minds in your group and some people who can see reason. Well, they live pretty well. I can tell you that there is only one thing that I need from his home, and that is a talisman that he took from me a long time ago that has been in my family for generations. I need you to bring me that talisman. Is most likely locked up. Everything else in the house is yours. In addition to this, I will give you 100 gold pieces each.
Was it truly yours? And what does it do?
There are some things that are left better unsaid, but it is something that has been in my family for generations. You will recognize it fairly easy. It is a necklace. It resembles a skull, and there are some horns coming from this talisman. I need you to return that to me, and everything else in their house is yours, in addition to 100 gold pieces each.
I'm in.
No
All I
strings
care about is
attached.
gold.
None of that matters to me.
Venestra, I sense that you seek something else.
I do.
And I would like to help you with that. You help me with this, and I will ensure that you get what you want.
And I'm supposed to trust your word.
I trust is a strong word, but he takes out some pouches that he has, and he puts them down on the table. You can trust the gold.
I trust the gold.
Really,
I'm ready
really
to
have
do
no
this.
use for money, or gold. But unfortunately, where I am, that seems to be the currency that speaks.
Mm. I lean toward to Kalisha to whisper that something about that necklace seems off-putting, and I have to wonder as to why the innkeeper needs it. Something's up.
I'm going to whisper back. I'm getting the same vibes, but I really need to find my companion. And we did make a deal.
Can I run a check to see if I can hear that?
Yeah.
What would you like me to roll?
Go ahead and just roll for perception.
I didn't hear squat. Not one.
All right, so they're keeping their voices down.
We were speaking in elf language anyway. You're just a rabbit.
You don't know what I speak.
Big rabbit.
Can I hear them?
You can also roll for perception. Just roll
I
your D20.
probably like the rabbit better than most people.
We both come from the woods.
Aye, we do.
I miss
I
my
got a
woods.
20.
As do I.
You overheard everything that the two elves were talking about.
Yeah, but can he understand Elvish?
Yeah, Hans, what languages do you speak?
I speak Elven. I have to
you know-
speak all the languages of the land in order to make the deals I make.
What a braggart.
Anyway,
So don't get yourselves in such a tizzy, elves. It's a lot of money. Go for it. That's all that matters anyway.
how shall we get started?
I'm glad that you all have your armor back, and I see you retrieved your weapons from that prison. Is there anything else you'll need for this endeavor? I recommend waiting till nightfall to go there. He is sadly very predictable. He arrives home at approximately 6 p.m. every night on the dot. 30 minutes later, they eat dinner, the three of them, and then they retreat to the family study and they read by the fireplace.
Sounds quaint.
Do we really have to kill them? Can't we just sneak into their house and steal their shit for you? Do you really need us to kill them?
Well, this is business, but let's say it is a little bit personal as well. He
Yeah, but
needs
that's
to be.
your issue, not mine. You
as
just wanted
I'm-
the talisman.
I do understand personal motive. But,
Kalisha, perhaps you would like to discuss your concerns with your friend on the floor over there?
Kira? Kira's my
Excuse
only
me,
friend.
Kalisha. Would you like to discuss with your friend on the floor over there?
Oh. No, I'm fine, thank you.
I think the first thing we should find out is our plan of attack on this. If we run in haphazardly, we may just all die.
Well, then I will leave you to that. As I said, if you need anything, please do not hesitate to reach out and find me, and I will ensure you have it. I want to see you successful. And again, thank you for staying here at the Red 5 Tavern.
How is it that we can get a hold of you?
Oh, well, I assume you've met Crack? And he points to the reptilian kobold.
Mm-hmm.
Just let Crack know that you need assistance and he'll find me.
Crack.
Crack kills.
He stands up, straightens himself out a little bit. He's wearing a nice vest. He is dressed to the T, and he sees himself out the room, leaving you guys in that dining area if you wish to talk about your plan of attack.
Yeah. All right. So, who can do what? Hans, what can you do? You said you're an artificer, right?
Hmm. I can make weapons.
Well, you can make weapons, but how does that help us kill him?
Well, what are you going to kill him with?
An excellent question. Kylisha, you had this shock move that you kept trying to use last night.
Yes. Shock and grasp. Listen, I'm just a beginner druid. I'm trying to learn, but it doesn't always work. I do have a scimitar, though. It's only good if they're really close to me, though.
I see. Maybe Venestra will have something that's useful. What can you do, Venestra?
She's in deep thought.
Deep thought. Well, in that case, Kira, you seem to have some type of strength or might. What can you do?
Well, I do possess my longbow and my long sword and a few spells that might assist.
All right. I have my hunter's mark, and I can do some pretty heavy damage with my 2 swords. I also have a nice idea for us to get away. I can make a smoke bubble, if you will, 20 meters around me at any point to cover our escape if need be.
I can always change into a wild animal if we happen to see one. You'll never know. But I gotta be honest with you. I am not for killing this guy. Kazara, you can have him.
Look, it doesn't look like we have much of a choice. Do you want to be the one next laying cold on the ground?
Yeah, but seriously, if you're distracting him and fighting him, I could be the little bird that is flying over to his save.
I can't kill him alone. He's a giant. We need to work together.
Ask the dwarf.
Why do you have to ask the little guy?
Because you're all thick and shit. You can build your own weapons.
He can build them, but he needs someone to use them.
I'll give him a hand axe to the head. It's about as
Do you-
good as it's going to get out of me.
Is it possible that he is still wounded from last night?
I mean, maybe, but we won't know till we get there. Venestra,
Yes.
do you have any idea of anything that you can do to help us kill this guy?
I mean, I have various things.
Anything you'd like to share with the group?
I'm getting to it. I have all right, hold on. I have to break character here. Brad, I told you I had a little bit of issue with the magic, honey. Sorry, guys.
You're good.
So,
You're good. You're good.
I'm not trying to ruin anything, but I have a little bit of issue with the magic.
Moon Elf will pour herself another drink.
Go ahead.
Speaking of which, this is a nice segue. What's everybody drinking tonight? We posted online that I'm drinking a, what was this thing called?
It is called a
Flavored-
flavored enemy.
Flavored Enemy. This is it's got vanilla vodka and orange juice and cranberry juice, and it's actually pretty good.
It is
Looks like
delicious.
Kayleisha's drinking the same thing.
I most certainly am. It tastes like a grown-up orange Julius, guys. It's so good. Vanilla vodka, orange juice, splash of crayon. So
Kira's drinking a protein shake.
No. No. Cheers to Elvish grog.
good. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Vanessa, what are you drinking?
The tears of my enemies.
There you go. Hans, you got anything?
I'm drinking their blood.
I don't like these guys.
Such a show off for a short man.
I've got things to make up for. Compensation.
Oh, do you now?
I may
well-
be short, but I wield a long sword, so
He had to get in there somewhere.
broad too.
That's how
Okay.
you swing it,
Brad.
Hans. That's how you swing it.
About weaponry here.
Well, I do
Mine
have
is
what?
helpful.
Don't I have the Eldritch Blast? Brad.
Ooh.
Yeah, Vanessa's got a lot of things in her toolkit that can help you out.
I
Yeah.
do. I have some hexes. I have some magic motherfuckers. That's all I can say.
Okay.
Finestra, what's your story walking around with hexes?
Well,
Sure. Maybe a bird drink.
let's just say things happened that I did not plan for.
Hmm.
I think we can all understand that.
Okay. Kalisha's very sus, but it's gonna take another drink.
It
Doesn't
might take a
matter.
bit. Let me leave and come back because I'm having a lag.
Okay.
Sorry, guys.
You're good.
It's the drinks.
Yeah.
All right. So, what are you guys planning on doing? You guys want to wait till a little bit later and
I think we should move when it's dark outside. Moving in the light will just we're escaped prisoners. They're probably looking for us. And B, we might as well attack him while he's sleeping. Less of a resistance.
But Kazara, if he's out until 6 p.m., why not just go now?
What time is it now, Brad?
it's still in the morning right now. It's late morning right now. So
Is this
you guys have-
better? Oh, I'm good. Okay, I'm not
There you
lagging,
go.
man.
You're good.
Sorry, guys. It did. It literally just went.
Yeah, it's good.
It's the
All
drinks
right.
there at the drinks there at the Red 5 Tavern. They tend
Yeah,
to
the
affect you
drinks
if you
are
lag a little
causing,
bit.
some issues. But Kalisha, I will extend you a bit of courtesy as an elf that I have lost things dear to me.
Is there anything that I can help you with?
Unfortunately, no one can help me now.
Oh, okay.
I have made my decisions.
I'm so sorry to hear that.
The more I hear about you, the more I seem to like you, Finestra. I think we have some things in common.
Kazara, I do believe we do. We are, after all, creatures of the forest.
I shall have my forest back one day.
I would hope to.
Anyway,
How close am I to Vendestra and Kalisha?
I
Am
mean,
I?
you're sitting next to Kalisha. You're all sitting right next to each other at the table. No one's that far from you.
all right. So we have the idea of attacking. When we're gonna do it? I think we should wait till nightfall. Either that or my other idea, which, if Kalisha doesn't want to kill the warden, she won't go for this idea. We go and kill the family now and wait for him.
I myself am not ever opposed to killing.
Listen, guys, you can take care of the killing. I completely relinquish all of that to you. While you are distracting him, I will go to the safe and get the talisman. I want to do this as soon as possible. So what are we going to do in the meantime if we're going to wait until tonight?
I'd like to know more about this talisman, though. What could happen if we do give it back to the innkeeper? Does it have powers? Would it be
Right.
powerful for us instead?
Right now, I don't
And
care about the
if we
talisman.
wait-
I just need to get out of here.
If we wait till darkness, I can aid you.
If we have to kill him and get it, I'm telling you, we should wait till the dark, till it's night. We
Trust
sneak in
me.
while they're sleeping, slit their throats, get what we need, and leave.
Sounds good to me.
I have a dark vision. I can see.
Also, we don't want to leave any traces behind that we were there, so it might be good to clean up after ourselves. We may need some time to do that.
The darkness will lend us the cover. that we need.
Fine.
Do any of you want to be associated with this? Do any of you want to sully your pure souls?
Mm-hmm.
I'm guessing not.
I would like to roll insight on that.
Yep.
That's a good idea.
Wow, my rolls tonight. 9.
Something fucking nice.
I just hope it's bad rolls now and good rolls later.
Yeah, you guys are gonna need to get those rolls out of the way.
We need to really just the rolls do not like us like at all.
I am also going to roll insight. 5.
Get them out of your systems now.
Do it. Okay. Well, okay. So I don't mean to sound stupid, but if I roll, which dice do I roll? Because I'm gonna roll mine physically because I have them.
What are you trying to accomplish, Vanessa?
Are we? Well, okay. I'll be honest. I'm being dumb here. Okay, we're rolling for insight. Do I need to have insight? I mean, I'm asking out of character. Dungeon
No,
Master.
Name.
he's yeah. There's no as we said last
I
week.
got my own insight, so I'm just thinking,
no stupid questions right now. We have both experienced and new players here, so there are no stupid questions. You don't need to roll anything right now, Vanessa. They're just trying to pick up what's going down, what you're putting down. So you're fine. You don't need anything to roll anything.
I
Right now.
think I got what I'm picking down. So
Yeah.
Oh no.
Would it be helpful for me to roll an insight?
I don't think so.
Okay.
What about Gropey up there?
He doesn't care.
I don't care. I'm in it for the gold.
Oh God! And
He's
I
already
thought I
half
was-
drunk. Just
And
let him
I
have
thought
his
I
drug.
didn't care about anyone.
Hey,
He'd
Crack.
Kazara. He'd probably eat you for
He
supper.
looks Crack looks up at you and he just grunts.
Is there some type of library or anything here?
You want book at Tavern?
Yes.
We want
Yes, the thing
I
that
want
we
to-
turn pages on. That
I want to
thing.
learn
Crack
about
no book. Crack not stupid.
Mm,
What book you want?
could have fooled me.
anything on, say, talismans.
I'm curious on this too.
Tavern no got book on talisman. Talmazan.
Talisman.
How about
Yeah,
magical
that.
objects?
Hmm.
What you say?
How about on magical objects?
Crack go look. Crack don't think so.
Can we-
Crack leaves the room.
Can we get our own book?
I mean, if you want to spend some time looking around the city, you can try to find a library. However, as
May
Kazara
not
pointed
be
out,
worth it.
you did just escape prison last night. All of the police force of Tempest Bay is on high alert right now because not only did you guys escape, but you let a whole bunch of other criminals out as well. So
That is
it's
true.
pretty close to something akin to martial law right now at Tempest Bay. I'm not sure if going to the library right now is your best bet.
How long do we have till nightfall?
About 6-8 hours, somewhere around there,
Fuck.
depending on what time you want to leave.
We got to figure out what we're going to do then. We're
Time for a nap.
Hmm.
I don't really need to sleep. Thank you.
All right, so do you guys want to leave about? So it's about 2 miles away where the warden lives from here. He has a beachfront property. It's about 2 miles away from here. Did you guys, want to just pass the time? You guys can, work on sharpening your swords. Getting all your weapons in line, practicing your spells. Pass the time until about 5 o'clock or so, and then head out towards the home of the Lightborns.
Yeah.
Yes.
Is there a map anywhere that we can look at and kind of plan out our path and such?
Yeah, I mean, Crack can get you that. And Crack does come back informs you that he doesn't have a book as far as the talisman goes, anything related to magical items there in the tavern. He does have a simple map of Tempest Bay. Right now, you're in the city district. In fact, if you look out the window of the room that you're in, you can see the pier. You'll see some ships that are docked there. You see some dock workers working there. Again, it's not a very big city anymore. It used to be much more prosperous, but there are a few shipping boats out there at the pier. But if you look at that, there's one main road that goes that pretty much hugs the coast up to where the Lightborns live. And once you get up north of the city, you get into more residential areas. They're pretty sporadic. There's quite a bit of distance between the Lightborn's house and anything near it. And it is right there at beachfront property. So pretty, but it's secluded at the same time.
Okay.
Zara, where do you think we should go first?
I think we just wait till nightfall. We stay here, get ready, we rest, and then at night, after he goes to sleep, we sneak into the house and kill him. Get
Well,
what we
I'm
need and
only
get out.
worried about how long it's going to take this chunky dwarf to follow us. I mean, he's already half the bag, you know? He's going to be tripping over his own feet.
Sorry, I
I'll
don't
worry
have
about
power
me. You
to
worry about
teleport his
you.
ass there.
You know,
Just don't wake anyone up.
a
Otherwise,
party
it's
with
gonna be-
3 elves and 1 dwarf. He's kind of outnumbered right now. It's really not fair to the dwarf.
Oops, life isn't fair.
Typical.
He either pulls his weight or he doesn't.
All right, so you guys want to wait till about 5 o'clock and then head up there?
I think
Yes,
so.
I have elfy things to do for a bit.
Okay. Did anybody want to venture out, or you guys want me to go ahead and turn the clock forward to 5 o'clock? You run
I'm
a big
fine
risk if
staying
you go
in.
out in the if you run through the city. You're running a big risk right now.
Yes, I
Yeah.
believe in the power of not advertising myself too much.
Zara made a good point, so I'm going to follow his lead.
So I will, if you take a few minutes to take an elf break, if that's okay.
What do
Is
you
that
mean
all
by
right?
elf break? What
I
is
gotta
an
pee,
elf-
y'all. Can I go pee? Is that okay? Can I go pee? Is that-
You're totally missing
I'm gonna go pee.
Go,
Elf
go.
this.
Kelly,
do
I
it.
love you.
Go to an elf
Smells
way.
like sap.
Yes.
All right, so
Yeah, you would
Vanestra
know.
Vanestra
whore.
goes upstairs to the suite.
She shows up 5 hours later.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hold on. Just gonna
Wow,
die.
that's a long
I'm dying,
pee.
y'all. Hold on.
Got a slow stream.
Shut the hell up.
so this is our TikTok for this week. Is our elf going to piss?
Yes,
Yep.
exactly.
Okay.
Pissing
Now
elf
you are
every
now
time.
a TikTok.
Oh, goodness.
It's a Tina Tinkle.
All right. So we'll fast forward here to it's about 5 o'clock. She's still in the bathroom. She promises to head out, catch up to you guys. If you guys want to start, you guys want to actually go ahead and run a stealth check for me.
Oh, come on.
Everybody,
Good
roll your
goodness.
d20s.
It's
Unnatural
16 or
20.
19. It's either a 16 or a 19. I don't know.
I got a 19.
Wow.
Can I call it a 19? I don't know.
Which way
it's
is-
not. It's a
16 or 19 is fine.
It's a 16. It's a 16.
What kind of how do you guys plan on getting up to their home?
Were we all?
Go ahead, Kira. I'm sorry.
Oh, I was asking if we were all rolling.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
What's
Sorry.
your roll?
15.
Okay. Good rolls all around. What's the path you guys want to take?
What paths are available to us again, Brad?
So obviously there's the main road. It's a little bit not very conducive to travel, but you could go along the coast that way. There are some piers there, and then it runs into beachfront to a beach area further north towards where they are. You could follow, with those sorts of roles. I would assume you guys would want to probably take the alleys. There are a number of alleys throughout the city. If you guys want to take the alleys going up north until you get closer to their home, by which time, the sun's already starting to set. Vanessa's almost caught up to you guys.
Yeah, I think the
I
alley's probably
apologize.
best. So that way we don't get seen.
Elf business takes,
Yeah.
uh,
Yeah. So 8 hours later,
chamber pot.
8 hours later, she comes out of the bathroom. You guys left without her.
Oh man, I gotta catch up.
And she's catching up to you guys. You guys took the alley, so now she's got to find you guys.
She just appears, and I'm like, how the hell did you just do that?
Dark
so,
vision.
While you guys are traversing the city, you definitely see guards all around. And you hear whispers and stuff. Everybody throughout Tempest Bay is whispering about what happened last night. They heard about some of the criminals that escaped. You see bounty posters being put up throughout the city. Kazara thinks he sees a wanted poster that looks like him. There's not too many bunny-looking creatures around here. So you pass by and you have some hoods and you cover your faces, but everybody is definitely tense right now throughout the city. But you make it without any incident really up north, like I said, about 2 miles north of the city. He described the house. It's a single-story house. It is a dark green color. It's a nice home. It seems to be in good condition. Not too large. Looks like it has about 3 or 4 bedrooms, maybe, from what you can see until you get up close. But it's getting close to about 6 o'clock right now. It's about 5:45 or so. And you guys want to everybody make a perception check for me? Roll your d20s.
6.
Oh, okay. Let me find mine.
I got a 19.
Aw, I got a 2.
I got a 2.
Yeah,
I got your back, Kara.
We
I
got
got
a
a
2.
19.
Hey, do we have a 22 then between us? Because a 2 and a 2.
I got
not quite.
I got a 9.
Okay. Where do you guys want to position yourselves as far as being near the house?
If there's like some bushes or something.
Yeah,
nearby.
there are some. There's a tree line that's fairly close to that. You can post yourself there in the tree line. It's got pretty good cover right there where you can see the house. They probably will not be able to see you, especially with the sun going down. Kalisha, as you look towards the house, you can see one of the front windows. Their dining room area is right there in the front of the house. And as you look in there, you can see a woman, and she's actually quite beautiful. She's also an elf like yourself. However, not quite like yourself. She is dark blue, and she's got some pretty ornate jewelry on, dressed pretty well. And she looks like she's preparing dinner. And helping her out is her son, as the Sam described to you. He looks to be about 14 or 15. And as you look at him, he is blue as well. He is a half elf, but he's a lighter shade of blue. So he's a half elf. Obviously, they're a child, and he appears to be helping her out with dinner. And you see them in the dining area.
Do they have any farm cats by any chance?
No, not that you can see.
Do they have any kind of dogs, pets?
Doesn't seem to be. You can't see everything in the house, but there is nothing outside, nothing chained up You don't hear anything from you right now. You guys, the back of their home obviously faces the beach. The front of their home, there is nothing chained up there, and you can't hear anything from the back or anything like that.
Mm.
It seems
right.
to be with my dark vision, I see no such thing.
Okay, Kazara, what's our plan of attack?
Did you see the warden there yet?
No, Warden. His wife is making dinner. It looks like some kid is in there too. Maybe a teenager.
Does anyone have any sort of spells or anything that could maybe immobilize them?
Kira, Venestra.
I want to say, out of character, Brad, do I have such things?
Nope.
Okay. I know I had something, but I wasn't quite sure. Okay, most of mine seem more like attack ones. Okay, so I don't have it.
Okay.
And Dungeon Master, if you may also assist. I believe I have a spell, but I'm not sure if it is appropriate for this particular moment.
Okay, so for Venestra, as you were asking, the one spell that you do have, which may come in handy, pun intended. You do have Mage Hand, which is you basically cast a spell and you have a magic hand that can be used. It can do very simple things like open doors. It can pick up things lightweight. Mage Hand is a very useful spell. You have that available. Kira, let's see if you got anything that might be of use.
I'm trying to find that one, Brad. Listed on my stuff, Dungeon Master. I don't know if I see it. Maybe I'm just not seeing it. That's why I asked, because I'm still a little bit, unsure of my magical powers.
Bard, dear fellow elf, same, likewise.
Yeah, the magic is a little bit. It's really funny how the magic is a little bit more harder to.
And Venestra, you just recently, relatively speaking, came into your powers, and as a warlock, you're still getting used to them. You have some very strong magic, but you're not quite used to using all of it yet. But it doesn't seem to be too much that can help you out in this situation as of this moment.
Thank you, Dungeon Master.
Oh.
Any spell I could particularly help out with?
Let's see. Kira.
My brain's trying to remember between attack and spell.
Yeah. Real life Kira. I'll give you that one.
Kira, all your spells are both pretty much they're offensive and defensive in nature, but nothing as far as like preemptive strikes go.
Okay.
If anyone, you do have an artificer with you, so I don't know if your artificer has any ideas of things that might be able to help. You have about 15 minutes, maybe. Sam said that he got home at 6 o'clock sharp normally, so you only have about 10, 15 minutes left before he gets home.
Dwarf, what can you do besides make,
So what are we looking for a way in or a way to subdue them before we
subdue them? We can get in easy enough.
Can I?
Well, I was going to say we have the power of stealth.
Do I personally?
Well, I just mean we'll be stealthy getting in, but once we get in, we must.
I can pick the locks to get us in.
Useful.
I do have thieves' tools.
Can someone go and distract them up front while the rest of us sneak in the back and take them by surprise, possibly?
Are there any birds?
No, you don't see much of anything as far as
No animals whatsoever.
no.
Ugh.
I do not think my friend would be of use.
Possibly.
Would he?
I mean, you're talking about you're talking about distractions and that sort of thing. You might want to, you might want to introduce him to the group.
Well,
Are you hiding something, Venestra? I mean, this is a very time-sensitive matter. I don't even want to be here right now. So if there's something that you know that we don't, please, by all means, let us know already.
well, I do have a friend. So to speak.
You want to call him forward?
Yes.
All right.
let's call.
So Venestra has what's called Find Familiar, and as you're questioning her, she kind of looks around and gives you a shrug, and then out of nowhere, there's this kind of a reddish cloud that appears right by her, and sort of a little astral portal opens up, and then out of that comes a little imp.
An imp?
Yep.
I introduce
Tell us
you
about this guy.
And
introduce you to Sayal.
he proceeds to sit right on her shoulder. And for anybody not familiar, imps, little devilish creatures, and they have wings. They're not very tall, only about a foot or so big. And he's her companion. Vanessa, you want to introduce him to the group?
Hello, everyone. This is Sayal. We have an agreement. Not necessarily love, not necessarily hate, but an agreement. But he will do what I tell him to do within reason.
Do you think you can tell him to distract the mother and the son?
Almost definitely. But we must figure out the best distraction. How many entrances are to the house?
From what you can see, there's only the front entrance. You guys haven't really ventured around the back, but there's one entrance in front. You don't see any on the sides.
Okay.
I vote we look around the back, see if there's another way in. Perhaps we can catch them by surprise and take them out.
Well, perhaps I can get Sayal to distract the front if we can go in the back. It will not take much of a distraction for these simple creatures.
Any windows open?
You don't see any windows open, no.
But there are windows, obviously, since we've
Yes,
seen it.
you see 3 windows in the front.
Hans, how fast can you pick that back door? The lock on the back door?
As quick as you need me to.
Probably
And,
as quick
yeah,
as
based on-
when he lays with a woman.
As quick as the dice roll. But, yeah.
I'm sorry.
All right, we're running out of time.
I'm short
Let's
and sweet.
do
What are you going to
something.
say?
You got about 5 minutes.
Sorry.
It's about 5:55 right now. You got about 5 minutes until the warden gets home.
Okay, Vanessa, hurry up with the imp. Hans, I'm going to follow you to the back door.
All right,
I mean, it wouldn't take much. I mean, he doesn't have to do much. He can knock on the door. He can scratch on a window. I mean, this is simple. There isn't a whole lot we need to do for this one.
Yeah, send the imp to knock on the door. That sounds good.
Should we?
Yeah, I mean, bye, Sal.
All right, so Hans and Kalisha, if you could run stealth checks for me.
20! Oh, my ear fell off.
9.
It's a 20, though.
All right, so as Kalisha and Hans start to work their way around to the back of the house. Kalisha moves like the wind, and it's like her feet are not even touching the ground. Hans trips on a root of a tree.
Of course he does.
Some of his tinkering tools fall out of his backpack, and he makes a clanging sound as you guys go back there. As of right now, you can't tell if they've heard you or not. But you do make it to the back of the house. You see one door. There are two windows back there. One door, pretty simple lock. Hans, you want to run a sleight of hand check?
Isn't it just those two back there right now?
Yep.
I got a 13.
Okay. So Hans starts working on the lock. What are the rest of you doing?
Should we
Oh, go ahead.
should we go as a group together, or should we protect the front? Thoughts?
Don't I need to be within so many feet of my familiar dungeon master?
Yes. And he does act independently of you. And
Yes, I can tell him what to do, but he kind of does have a little bit of free will, right?
and as long as he's within, he obeys all of your commands. And as long as you're within 100 feet of him, you can communicate with him telepathically.
Okay. Well, me being in the back with them would still work with him being in the front.
Yep,
So,
it would.
all right.
Yeah, I think I want to go to the back as well.
Yeah, I'm telling him to knock on doors, scratch on windows, because
So-
it's very simple. They just need to be distracted.
All right, so are all of you working your way to the back?
We
Yes.
are.
All right,
Yes,
so
we're all knocking on the back door.
So if all three of you, Vanestra, Kira, and Kazara, could also roll stealth checks.
18.
20.
Yes. Sorry.
20.
21, right?
Yep, 20 sided.
God knows I got too many effing dice on this F. I have 19.
All right. So the rest of you move back there without any issue. You can start harassing Hans to go faster on the lock.
Hurry the hell up, Hans.
Go faster, or I'll just kick
Make
it
them
in.
gropey.
Don't
hands.
rush me.
All right,
Hans, pretend they're a woman's breasts. Work your magic.
that
I'm
escalated
going
real quickly.
While Hans is trying to pick a lock and Vanestra's going, nah. I'm looking at Kazara saying, this warden's going to be home in like 2 minutes. Are you ready to pounce on him? Are you ready?
Yes,
Okay.
I'll be ready.
All right.
Kazara.
All right, and as you say that, you hear the lock click and it pops open, and you guys are able to make it into the back of the house. That back door to the house goes into what appears to be their master bedroom. Their master bedroom having one window, and you see a door on the other side of the room, which obviously leads to the dining area and the kitchen, as far as you can tell, what you saw from outside. So right now you're in their master bedroom, and there's nobody in there right now.
Mhm.
So we don't see. And you said we could see towards the kitchen where they were last.
The door that way is shut as of right now.
But these are small houses, right? Because
Yes, it's a fairly small house. Yep,
We're talking cottage back in the. Okay. All right.
Yep. fairly
All
small
right.
house.
Got you.
Well, let's move quickly now.
And quietly.
I'd like to go
agree,
and
my
kind of
rabbit-footed friend.
peek, peek through the door, like crack it and see if I can see them.
Okay. As you do that, you roll very well for stealth. So you silently open the door. As you crack the door open, you can see the son has just sat down at the dinner table, and you see the wife she looks out the window, the front window, and then she proceeds to the door, and she opens the front door, and there, Ardent, the warden, is there, and she gives him a pretty gentle hug, and gives him a kiss, and escorts him towards the. She walks towards the dining room table, which is closer to you. However, she can't see you peering through the door, and you can see Ardent. He starts to take off his work uniform, puts all that aside, and he starts preparing for dinner as well.
Does the warden have any weapons left on him currently?
Roll a perception check.
6.
Oh,
Not that you can see.
can I check
Well,
and
hell's
see if the
bells.
warden has any weapons on him?
Well, how many of you plan to peer through this door? You guys want to just stack yourselves up, looking out the door?
Well,
I could
Kazar's
try. I'm
taller
short.
than me. I'm gonna look under him.
I mean, I'm not tall, but I'm taller than Hansi over here.
Hans, if you want to go ahead and roll a perception check.
I love you, Hansi.
Mm-hmm. 17.
All right.
Snorting elf.
He had a sword on him, which he placed on the other side of the room, but it does not appear to you that he's got any other weapons on this person right now.
Can we tell if he has any wounds still from the night before?
He
Does-
definitely, he's definitely beat up. He has multiple bruises on his face, and he's got wrappings around his arms. He definitely took quite the beating last night, but he seems to be in decent health. But you can tell he's got a slight limp. Yeah,
He's in a
certainly
bit of a
feeling it.
weakened state.
Yes.
Just a bit.
Can
Okay.
I go ahead and cast Hunter's Mark on him?
Yes.
I'm going to cast Hunter's Mark on him.
Okay.
What's that for the record? All the
Oh,
record?
yes. So let me explain it. So Hunter's Mark, I get to choose. I'm a ranger, so I get to select one person, and I magically put a mark on them that only I know about. No one else can see. No one else can feel. No one else can do anything with. But what it means is every time I hit him, I get an extra d6 of damage for the first attack that I connect with per turn.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you, Kazara.
Yes, thank you for that.
All right. So as you guys are peering through there, you happen to see Vanestra's imp at the front window. He starts doing funny things, and he starts pounding on the window, and all the family immediately turns to see the imp. Again, it is a scary creature. I mean, they're not big, but they would be obviously disturbing if you were just about ready to eat dinner and then that thing just popped in your window. And
They're not for the faint of heart, everyone.
and then the warden goes out. He grabs his sword and he goes out the front door to go deal with the imp.
While he's out of the front door, should we move in on the family? I think I want to.
I think
I
so.
believe, Kazara, that is a wise move.
All right, then I want to open the door and rush towards the nearest family member.
Okay. So as you, Kazara, as you go through the door, you get the attention of both the son and the mother. She looks at you and instinctively, out of nowhere, you see her move her arms in a circular motion, and she pushes her arms towards you. You feel a gust of wind come out of nowhere, and she slams you back up against the wall. And now roll for initiative. Everybody roll your D20s.
Oh,
Roll for initiative.
12 for me.
shit. I got an 8.
6.
15.
Kira got the 15?
Yeah. Hey, Kira, do you have your sheet up
16.
and adding your bonuses to it as well?
Oh,
Sorry, say that again.
Make sure you're adding your bonuses to your
Oh.
rolls.
Okay, I did not. So what am I adding for this one? I'm sorry. Forgive me.
I'll
Initiative.
be honest, I don't know either, honey.
All right, top of your character sheets, you'll see the word. I think it's in the middle. You'll see the word initiative, and there will be a plus something to it.
So then mine's 18.
Mine's
And
a
mine
7.
is 18 as well.
And mine is 10.
All right, so Hans, what'd you end up getting?
7.
7. Kelisha,
10.
10.
Does
Kazara,
that
12.
include initiative?
what's that?
Does
12.
that for Hans? Does that include his initiative?
Yes.
And then Vanessa, what'd you say you had?
Mine was 18. Because I'm adding my points.
All right, between Kira and Vanestra, you both rolled 18. There's different ways to do it, but I'm just gonna let you guys choose which one of you goes first. Which one of you wants to attack first?
I feel like I am the darker of the two of us, so I will do it.
Okay.
She might be correct, but I can definitely help to take care of things.
Well, honey, I will never take away your thunder.
I mean, we are going to kill innocent people at this point, so
I
I
mean,
don't think it matters.
but I'll say as a paladin, it might be problematic, but I don't know. I'm just guessing.
You guys can totally have all the killing. I'm going to look for the safe.
All right. So you guys,
I'll take the kid. You can take the wife.
you guys snuck into the room just in time to see Kazara being slammed up against the wall. You have no idea what did that, but now you're all ready to attack. And Vanestra, you're up first. What do you want to do?
I'm a deer in headlights, Dungeon Master.
Okay, so as always, you are a warlock. So something that never fails for that is what's called Eldritch Blast.
Thank you.
And-
Okay.
Yep. So
Let's do that.
All right. So go ahead and roll for that. Are you using the app or you're just using regular
I
dice?
have dice, darling.
Okay.
Yes.
So go ahead and roll your d20 and add 4 to that. And so who do you want to aim that Eldritch Blast at?
Okay. I rolled a 5.
You rolled a
That's
5.
a 9.
All right.
Yeah.
Who did you aim that at?
What, the wife or the daughter or the son?
Son? Yeah.
The wife.
All right. So you do some cool magic, and Eldritch Blast emits from your hands. And as you do it, she sees it coming. She sees the energy emitting from your hands, and she's able to duck down to the right, and that goes over her shoulder and then smashes through the window, but deals no damage to her at all.
For fuck's sake.
So, but you got her attention.
I did.
Kira, what do you want to do?
Dungeon Master, I'm trying to decide between an attack or if I should use a spell.
All right. So,
Better assist. Because our
Can I just say God bless our Dungeon Master? Can I just say that? Our character, God bless our Dungeon Master. Like, God bless him. Like, or ungod or dark, whatever. God bless him.
all right. So you have a couple things. You can just run up and attack. You, like you said, you do have a long sword. You do have a long bow that you can use, kind of short or kind of small quarters for that. And you do have the spell, since you are an Oathbreaker Paladin, you do have inflict wounds as well. And that's a melee attack, and they take some serious damage for that if you want to do that one.
Let's inflict wounds.
All right, go ahead. And who do you want to attack?
Let's go with the wife. Let's
Okay.
try to handle it.
And let's see. You have to be able to actually be able to touch her to do that. So are you going to run over to where she is in the dining room to do that?
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
So go ahead. So Kira runs up to the wife, and now go ahead and roll your d20.
No whammies, no whammies, no whammies.
Ready? 19.
Oh, girlfriend!
For
19.
you.
All right. So
What do I do?
now, so that is a
Might
hit.
be
So you
on it.
you put your hands on her, and this is actually a necromantic spell. So as you lay your hands on her, you see black energy start pulsing from your hands into her body. Now roll 3d10s.
Okay, is that okay? Which one's that one?
The
Is that my
10-sided dice.
the 10? Hold on, give me a second. This is a good learning curve for everybody. Is that the one that's the 50, 60, 90, 10?
No, that's a percentage die.
You said 10. Okay, I think I found it. Okay. Wait, 10, does it go through 12? Hold on. I'm sorry.
Nope, 10 goes through 10.
Well, that's what I thought. But then I got like this triangles, and I've got 1 through 5 and 6, and I have a 3. I've got a
I can always roll it for you on the app too if you want me to roll it for you.
I guess I'm gonna have to. I thought I had a D10. Oh, wait. I found it.
You definitely, if you bought a standard set of dice, you definitely have one.
Okay,
Mhm.
found one. I did. I found it. Yes.
All right,
You
so
get to roll it 3 times.
roll that 3 times and add it together.
Okay. All right. Oh, the first one's a 1. Y'all
Okay.
wish. Come on, send me some good vibes, y'all. Oh, 12. Okay, right. Wait, am I right? Now I'm going to the wrong one, aren't I? Shoot.
Yeah, if you rolled a 12, that's probably not a D10. You roll the exact same die that you did the first time.
Well, that's this one. That's what I thought it. Only one that has a 10 is that one.
How about if I roll it for you while you look for your D10?
Yeah, go ahead.
And next time I definitely know to just separate my dice out.
My other set that just got today.
It's a learning process for me, for real.
Count the sides
Same.
on the top. If you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the top, you know it's a 10.
All right, so you just did, Kira, 23 points of damage to the wife.
Fuck that
And
bitch.
she is seriously injured.
Sorry, I don't know if it's adult enough.
She's hurting quite a bit. And now, having heard you attack his wife, the warden comes in the front door, the imp being slightly behind him. And Kira, he's going to swing at you with his sword that he has in hand.
Can I step
Can my
back?
imp do anything else though while she's like he's behind him? Can he do?
So that's a 19 to hit. Your imp can. When it's your turn, you can have your imp do stuff.
Okay, it's not my turn. Okay,
Yep.
Gotcha, darling.
So that was a 19 to hit, Kira.
Look at your AC.
My
So it'd
what?
be armor
That's-
class.
Yeah, that's definitely a hit for her. And 2. Let's see how much damage he's going to do to you.
Yeah, because if we're still using that 10 die, I'm in trouble.
All right, and he does 9 points of damage to you, Kira.
That good or bad? Who can heal? Can I heal myself?
No, you might be able to. All right, so and now his wife, and she's seriously pissed off right now for what you did to her.
And why the hell does she have stuff? What's her deal?
So as you did that, she pulls herself off of you, and you see a vine start growing from around her wrist, around her forearm, and it becomes a very long vine, and she uses that as a whip and it becomes a thorn whip, and she uses the thorn whip on you, Kira, as well.
Oh Lord, we're back to Jesus time.
Anchor wife used Fine Whip.
Is there any spells or any attacks I can use to enhance for too?
Let's see if she hits first. Let's see.
I know I can't find my 10, and I'm getting upset about it because it's like the one I thought that had a 10 had a 12, and
All right.
You
so
know what, Kira? If
she-
you're me, you get like looking at your dice. You're like, I can't see it.
So I hate to tell you, Kira, she rolled a nat 20 on you.
Oh.
Well, damn.
And let's see. Kira, you're down to what, 16 points?
spells. Are we still focused on Kira? Here. Where are my friends? Where's that imp? Come on.
He's still busy.
I know, obviously.
Kira, she does 13 points of damage to you. And when she does that, she wraps you up within the thorn vines and throws you against the wall. And you are knocked down, and you are knocked down in the prone position. Actually, go ahead. Roll me a Constitution saving throw. Roll a d20.
Can we lend Kira some help? Because damn.
I know. Like I'm trying to like you. I'm like, do I have any healing spells?
Because our girl is suffering here.
I know. I'm like, where's the rabbit? Where is everybody else?
I know. My imp is fucking off somewhere.
10.
10. All right. So you were thrown up against the wall. It hits you pretty hard, but you were able to stumble, but you stay on your feet. So you are not knocked in the prone position. You are still up. And as that happens, the son screams out, "Mom!" And he looks at Kazara, who was the first one to come through the door, and he points his hands towards Kazara, and you can all feel the air get a little bit colder, and you see this white energy coalescing in his hands, and he casts Ray of Frost.
Crap.
Damn. Damn, homie trying to freeze us.
And that's a 22 to hit,
That will hit.
and he does 6 damage on you, Kazara.
Okay.
Kazara, my bunny friend.
And
Well,
that'll do it. That'll do it for the family. So, Kazara, you are up next.
So who's the closest to me? Is the son, the wife, or the warden?
The son would be the closest to you right now.
I'm going to go over to the son, and I'm going to swing my short sword at him.
Okay.
And that is a 10 to hit.
And that is a miss.
Okay. As my bonus action, I'm going to swing my other short sword at him.
Okay.
And a 12 to hit.
That is a hit.
All right. And get that. So that is 4 points of damage.
All right. Obviously, he shrieks in pain from the cut, but he seems to be in pretty good health, all things considered. You going to move anywhere? Or are you going to stay put right there, Kazar?
I will move back towards the door in which I came through.
Okay. Kalisha, you're up next.
I am still in the bedroom and looking around. Is the safe out in the open?
It is not. Do you want to run an investigation?
Yes.
All right. So that would be your action for the
Yes.
for the turn.
And I got a 13.
13. So in this room, you don't seem to find anything. You don't see anything on the walls. Nothing looks suspect either on the walls or you don't see any. You peer around. You look under the bed. Nothing seems obvious in this room as far as that safe goes.
Are there other rooms in the house besides bedroom, dining room, and kitchen?
You'll have to move around next turn to get there if you want to.
Okay.
So
Does anyone have any persuasion things? Like if anybody in the house knows where it's heading?
I think you may have missed your opportunity to persuade them to do anything.
Sorry.
As you came in blasting, Danny DeVito style. So I'm not sure if.
Well, damn, Dungeon Master, I'm still learning.
Anyway,
you
I
can have
started
a nice
blasting.
talk with him. Now, Kalisha, you do have some movement left if you wanted to like move, out of that
remember that
room
next
and kind of look at what's up with the rest of the house.
I would like to move out of that room. I imagine what is just outside of that
All right.
bedroom.
So if you look when you go outside that door from where you were, you see the dining area. If you look to the left is like the formal sitting area that Sam informed you about. And from there, you see a door going into most likely another bedroom.
So I have to cross the dining room. Okay. Can I still move? Do I have any movement left?
Yeah, you have movement left if you want to go to that. If you want to try to, there's nobody close enough where they would be able to attack you at all. So you can make your way to that door if you either to the sitting area or to that door.
Okay, I would like to do that.
All right, so that's you're gonna move over there, and hands, you're up.
Yeah.
Make us proud.
Hey, sticky hands, what you gonna do for us, darling?
So I have an enlarge reduce spell. Can I use that on the warden? Like make him like tiny?
Let's see. Let me pull up your Hans. There we go.
I'm bad. I'm sorry. Can't even do it.
Snorting.
Kelly's so good. I'm so bad. I just died laughing. I'm sorry, y'all.
That's the last of my potion.
Now, hang in there.
She keeps it on, and I'm like, I'm just dying over here.
All right, so if you want to cast that, the warden will have to make a Constitution saving throw. Or you want to try to reduce them in size?
Yes.
All right, so let's see if that works. All right, so Hans, we're gonna roll, and I need to go for I think it's a Constitution 12. So let's roll that. All right. So actually, do I have any modifiers? All right. So this will be fun. All right. So the warden got an 11 on his Constitution saving throw. So you guys barely. He's just running across the room. He kind of scuffles past all of you as he does this. Makes some very dramatic dwarf motions towards the warden, and he casts his spell, and the warden's like, "What?" And he looks at him, and he starts shrinking down to half of his size, and his pants proceed to fall off. So the warden's pants are on the ground, but his
I win.
I can't even with this.
But his shirt has now become a full pajama top, nightgown.
Goes to the tube top.
So yeah, you can't see his arms anymore because he's got long sleeves, and he is now half the size that he was before.
Is it so too big for him now?
So yep. So now the warden's half the size. So Hans with the. We'll see how this turns out. We'll say the save, so we'll see how it turns out. But now it's back to the top in Venestra. You're up. So what you're looking at is a very small warden now, a very pissed off wife, and a son who seems to be fighting for his life right now. What do you want to do?
Oh, Lord have mercy.
Don't forget about Kira.
No, I know. I love you, honey. I am Dungeon Master. I am sorry, but I am lost in this whole thing.
All right.
I'm sorry. I am sorry. I'm lost.
You have him too.
I mean, is the warden still attacking Kira at this point now that he's been shrank?
I mean, he just did. We'll see what
Yeah.
he does. We'll see what he does when
okay.
it comes back to him.
Here's what I want. I do want to save my comrades because I feel like they will be helpful in my quest. If that makes any sense, Dungeon Master.
So yeah. Now you don't. As far as like healing spells, that's not your thing.
Yeah, I didn't think it was.
You do have something you can cast called Spider Climb. If you want to give Kira the ability to walk up the walls and get on the ceiling, you can cast Spider Climb, or you can go with the best defense is a good offense and keep attacking the family.
I'm not sure if that's the best thing. Just keep attacking because that hasn't seemed to be working so far.
The wife is pretty beat up. And she's
Is
the
she
one who,
now?
Yeah,
Kazara, are you giving me a little bit of inside advice, my dear rabbit friend?
I'm trying not to metagame, but
Honey, you're good.
Yeah, go for the wife. I agree.
You
Go
can
for the wife.
You can also cast Mage Armor. Let's see what Kira's AC normally is. Kira, what's your AC?
armor class.
Oh, 13.
13. All right. So Mage Armor wouldn't help her out too much. So we looking to attack?
Attack.
All right. So what do you think you want to do? What spell? Again, you're a warlock, so you got some pretty cool spells.
Yeah, I know,
let's see.
Dungeon Master. You gave me some very good spells that I
Right.
apologize that I am ignorant of, my love. I'm sorry.
Why
I
am
am just no, even though I looked at him, I'm serious. I was like, what the hell? You know? I'm not even trying to deny it. Right?
All right. You do have Witch Bolt, if you want to use that. A beam of crackling blue energy lances out toward a creature within range. It has a range of 30 feet. So obviously
I was
you're within
just
range.
looking at that. So you and I are in the same
So
thing.
you're going to go straight Emperor Palpatine.
Launch
on
with that one. Yes.
All right.
Let's
So
roll
go
with
ahead
it.
and roll your D20.
Remember to say unlimited power as you roll.
Itty bitty living space.
20.
Did you roll a nat 20?
Yes.
Nice.
You rolled a nat
I
20.
did. I swear to God. 20.
All right.
Who are you aiming at?
You're going for the wife, correct?
I am, because she seems to be the bitch of the problem.
All right. So go ahead and roll 2 D12s.
Okay, hold on. Let me find them. Can you give me a second?
Kira's got plenty of them if you need them.
We'll let her roll them. Kira, you got my 12s on hand, darling? Roll me some D12s, darling.
Some 12s?
Yeah, roll me, honey. Next time I'm going to have them sorted out because I was not expecting. That was my problem, not anybody.
So the first one's a 6, or I think that's a 6.
Yeah,
Is that
that's
6
there.
the line?
That's a 6,
Mhm.
yeah.
Roll it again.
Okay, that's a 6, Brad. Dungeon Master.
I got it. 6. Yeah.
Darling dear.
3.
All right.
Okay.
So
Couldn't have rolled any better.
you end up doing 18 points of damage to the wife. as lightning shoots out of your hands. Yeah, she's got the Luke Skywalker thing going, and she's just in some serious pain. She is not, however, completely unconscious yet. She is still barely on her feet.
Damn! What do we need to do this bitch? What the hell do we need
Get
to
her,
do
Kira. Get her.
Kira, you're up next.
Okay, I'm taking a brief. Go ahead.
So I'm trying to figure out, again, do I have a spell that can protect me or heal me? Or should I attack? I'm trying to figure out the best solution for the moment. And for myself overall.
Um,
I'm trying to look through spells here and trying to find the ones that I thought. I remember, like, I know I had two spells, and I remember I had 2 attacks that I can remember, and I'm trying to remember their names. I'm the master.
let's see. You might have a couple options. Let's see if you can get creative here. You can always attack. You do have, again, you have your long sword. The wife is seriously hurt.
The spiritual
Um,
prayer I can pull against, or healing, or
so you do have some healing. However, it's for others, not for yourself.
no mending.
Now
Okay.
you also have a couple cantrips you can use. You can use Sacred Flame if you want to. And you also have Word of Radiance that you can use as well.
Can you remind me of what Word of Radiance and the fire?
So
spell?
Word of Radiance. You utter a divine word, and burning radiance erupts from you. Each creature of your choice that you can see within range, which would be all 3 of the family members, must succeed on a Constitution saving throw, or take 1d6 radiant damage.
Okay. And what about the fire thing?
Sacred Flame, flame-like radiance descends on a creature that you can see within range. It has a range of 60 feet, so again, they'd all be within range. The target must succeed on a dexterity saving throw or take 1d8 damage. So you can either try to do 1d8 damage to one of them, or you can try to do 1d6 worth of damage to all 3 of them. You have all those options. Or you can go ahead and use your longsword as well, if you want to do that way. Which is if you do damage of 1d8 plus 2 damage if you hit with your longsword.
Let's do Word of Radius. And I need my.
All right, so Word of Radiance. That means that all the family has to make a saving throw, which I will do right now. We have to make a 13 Constitution saving throw. So let me roll that for the family. We'll do that for the little guy first. By that I mean the warden. I'm going to put him at disadvantage since he just got shrunk. So he's not going to make it. And we'll roll for the wife.
Do I start praying now?
She's not. Actually, no. The wife did make it. And roll for the son. And the son did not make it. So go ahead and roll a d6.
I feel like I'm from the left. Oh my god. Okay, ready? Here we go.
Ah! Nice.
That's a pretty good hit.
Yeah.
The sun's
Where-
getting pretty beat up right now. He's looking better than his mom is looking right now, but he's definitely hurt. So let's see. Now we're to the family, and we're going to see what they're going to do. So the warden goes to pick up his greatsword, which he dropped when he got shrunk, and seeing that he can't lift it, he drops it, and he starts running out towards the front door.
Is anyone between the warden and the door?
The imp is still out there.
Okay.
So he starts running towards the door. And now
Yes, my fellow friend. Or not.
the wife is going to let's see. Kira,
I'm not feeling very good towards that wife right now. Like,
Kira, give me a Constitution saving throw.
Okay, so
Roll your d20.
Okay, y'all.
no whammies, no whammies, no whammies. Roll it.
Actually, I'm gonna need all of you to run to make a Constitution saving throw. So
With
all
the
of you
20?
All of you roll your d20.
Did you nat 20 it?
Yes, I did. Thank
Do
you.
I need to add something to a dungeon master?
Yeah, you there's a spot for your saving throws on your character sheet. It's in the top left-hand corner. It'll say con. It'll have a number next to it.
Unnatural 20 for me.
Okay.
Oh yeah, mine's like a +1, I think.
Wait a minute. It'll say
You did
what?
the best possible. So
Your saving throws, all your saving throws in the top left-hand corner of the first page of your character sheet.
Oh, I see that. Okay, I have strength, dexterity, constitution, right?
Yep.
Okay, I rolled a 4, and then I am a +1, so 5, right?
Okay. Yep. Kalisha, what'd you get?
13.
13?
Yes.
Shit,
Hans?
I got a fucking shitty roll.
So I rolled an 18 and I'm +5. So
Okay.
Oh,
Nice.
dwarf. Did
That's
you
great.
overcompensate?
It's about time Dwarf is doing something.
hey, I got us in the house.
Oh, yeah, you did.
Whatever.
Yeah,
All right,
it's
so
too
for-
late. The
I made the
picked
one
a lot
fiddle.
for
Come
fuck-
on now.
You picked
So-
a lot
so-
for fuck's sake.
So who got less than a 13? Vanessa got less than a 13?
Yes.
I did. Sorry.
All right.
Typical.
And I think that was it, actually. So she slams her hands together, and this giant thunder wave just erupts from the wife. And Vanessa, you take 12 points of damage.
Well,
Ooh.
damn it. Okay, well, am I dead yet? I don't know. Am I dead?
Let's see. Have you taken any damage yet, Vanessa?
I don't think so. No.
I don't know
So-
either. I know I've taken damage. I don't even know how much. I know I've been.
I don't
I'm
think
low.
I have, Dungeon
All right.
Master.
So you take, you're down to 9 HP.
No.
Okay.
All right,
Where
y'all.
is my dungeon
For you guys to keep track of your hit points, it's in the top right-hand corner of your character sheet. You'll see your max hit points. Vanessa, you have 21 hit points total as of right now,
Mhm.
but you just took
I see
12
that.
points. You just took 12 points of damage. So you are at 9 HP.
Damn it.
Kira, you're also hurting. Were you keeping track of your health as well?
No, I didn't know. I need to-
I didn't know.
I'm like, I didn't know to write down and current hits are temporary.
All
I
right.
know. I got 21 overall. So, yeah. Nope. I guess I'm down to 9, and I'm.
All right. So, Kira, let's see. How much did you take? Let's see.
I don't know, but I was getting pretty scared there.
Yeah.
I believe she's down to 3. If because you said her health earlier was
Damn.
16, and then she took a hit
Well,
for 13.
The Dungeon Master, once we go beyond that, we're done, right?
Yeah, we'll cross that bridge when we get there soon. I'm sure
Okay.
that.
Just asking out of
Soon.
curiosity. No, don't know any different. Just asking.
Kazara, how much did you think she took?
You said her health was 16 after the first hit, and she got
Yeah.
hit for 13, so she should be down at 3.
Yep. So you're down at 3, Kira.
Yeah. Meanwhile, up in the upper
For my
right hand
last
corner,
20,
Groper
what
ain't
did
done shit. He just sitting there high on the hog.
All right.
So about my question of in regards and learning for my last roll, what does that do for me? Does it do anything? Does it improve anything? Am I just
Does what improve? What's your question?
Basically, she's asking about the last 20 that you rolled, the Constitution save, what that did for her.
Okay, so when a creature casts a spell, basically just think about, you guys are all responding to that spell, right? So you guys are either running or ducking and covering or trying to shield yourself. You have to make a saving throw, and if it's above a certain number, you succeed. If it's below a certain number, you fail. And if you fail, you take the damage. Sometimes it's full damage, sometimes it's half damage. It all depends on what the spell is. So because you guys got over a 13, you guys were all safe. So you guys all ducked when she did the thunderclap, except for Venestra, who was caught off guard and took an ass whacking damage on that.
Yeah, looks like I got my ass kicked.
So that puts it on to the sun.
Now I just want to kill these fuckers for real. Like, I don't fucking care at this point. Kill them all. Kill them. It's either me or them. They're done.
All right. So the sun's getting very freaked out right now. And he looks down and he starts muttering some words. And as he does that, you are all taken off guard as you see now 2 of him. There are now 2 of the sons, and they're standing right next to each other, and they're both doing the same thing. They're both acting. Any motions they make, they're both making the same motions. So there's now 2 of the sun.
Okay.
I thought
Damn.
I thought there was one son,
that
but
one.
now there's 2 sons.
There is one,
Yep.
but now he appears to have a highly identical twin.
So wait a minute. Okay, so
What?
I'm just gonna say Dungeon Master, he has to have magic, right? Or some kind of magic, right?
You're quick, Venestra. Yes, he does have magic.
I don't know if I'm quick, Dungeon Master. I'm just saying, on the obvious. I don't think I'm quick. I'm just saying.
Yes. So,
He's got some magic.
from what you guys can tell, obviously the warden, some of you encountered him last night. He doesn't seem to be magical of any nature. He's just a straightforward,
No.
soldier type creature. But the way the wife is dressed, and the way the spells she casted, she seems to be, maybe druidic in nature. The son is casting different spells, and you saw him reading from a book when he got there. So he's casting more wizard type spells. But there's obviously magic within that family that he's using. And that does it for the family's turn. Kazara, you're up next.
I'm going to take my short sword and swing it at one of the sons.
Okay. Let's see. We're going to do this in... let's see. What kind of check do we want to do on that one? Actually, go ahead and Kazara, roll me a percentage.
Perception check?
No, give me a percentage.
What are you?
One.
Percentage.
Yeah.
Percentage. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Where is my percentage dice on here? I guess just a D100 will work for that.
Yep, that'll work.
23.
23. All right, so you are extremely strong with that sword, and you swing right through him, like almost like there's no resistance whatsoever, because there is in fact no resistance whatsoever.
Okay. I'm going to swing my other short sword at the other one then.
All right, go ahead
Yes.
and
Swing that short, swing that sword.
all right, roll for attack on that one,
Okay. That is a 16 to hit.
and that's a hit.
Okay. So I got 9, plus I got to add Colossus Slayer because he's not at full health. So let me roll a d8. Plus 4, so I did 13 points of damage.
All right. He is now looking as bad as his mother is. They are both extremely wounded, and they are losing a lot of blood. So they're barely able to stay on their feet at this point.
Can we just finish them off?
Well, that's the goal. Yes. Kalisha.
Yes, I am in the dining room and going through the dining room to the next room because
Okay.
there was another door.
Did you want to? Okay, so are you going in the? Did you want to go in the door, or did you want to look around the study area there?
I'll look around the study area since I'm there.
Okay, go ahead and run an investigation check.
Ready. 11.
11. Again, you don't see anything. It seems to be very straightforward. There are some bookshelves there, and there's a small table where some open books are, but nothing seems to. Doesn't seem to be any safe. No valuables in that area. There's just some standard lighting, some candles there, but nothing there. Did you want to use your movement now to go into that back room there?
Absolutely.
All right, so that'll do it for your turn. So you end up in the back room there. And Hans, what do you got?
Let's see. So I've got a hammer. Can I run up and hit one of them in the head with it? The wife?
Hammers are always good for that sort of thing.
Let's crack a skull, Grover.
I mean, if they're on the ropes, I might as well go for it.
All right,
Yeah,
so
let's just finish it off, darling. Let's just finish.
So you do have your light hammer, but you also have your hand axe, which does
Let's do the axe. Yeah.
Or you do so as the warden.
I have a crowbar as well.
You have the warden is trying to run out of the house. You do have a light crossbow. Did you want to try to use the crossbow on the warden?
Yeah, let me try to shoot him in the leg.
All right. Go ahead and roll for damage on the crossbow.
Got a 12.
All right. And then we're adding 3 to that. So 15. So that does hit. And roll your D8.
I got a 4.
All right. So with that, you do hit with that, and the bolt goes right into his right leg, into the back of his leg, and it makes him stumble a little bit, and so he stops running for just a moment. Did you want to go anywhere? Did you want to try to catch up to him?
Yeah, I'll try to catch up to him.
All right, so you have enough movement where you are able to, since he's smaller now, you're able to completely catch up to him. So you'll be right next to him for next turn.
Okay.
And that puts us back to the top of the order with Vanestra.
Okay. Yeah. What are we doing?
I don't know. You tell me.
Well, I'm lost. Where are we at?
You're still trying to kill somebody.
All right, so Hans is caught up to the now much smaller warden.
Yep.
That would have been a great spell last night when you guys were in the prison. But no such luck there. And then the wife and the son are both still right at the table. They are both extremely wounded.
Mm-hmm.
So, what would
Pick
you like
one
to
and
do?
kill him.
Well,
Wasn't it
do I
Kay
have-
Nisha that said she wanted no part of this, and now she's
Yes.
saying
That's why
pick
I'm in
one?
the room.
Okay, so it's amazing how that works.
No,
I'm
so
just saying, like, who's gonna finish them two? Like, really?
no,
like,
go
now's
finish. Be the one.
Right.
Go finish
Do
one
it.
right now.
Like, are we on a finishing move now? Because I'm
Could
ready
be.
to finish these fuckers.
You
'cause,
can't just
like,
say
whatever.
No, it doesn't work that way, Vanessa. You can't just say I finished them. What you
Right.
do is attack them, and if you do enough damage, and then they die.
Okay,
So
well,
maybe you
Dungeon
should.
Master, what is? I mean, I will be honest in my ignorance. What can I do to attack them now?
I mean, you still have the same character sheet
The same
with the
spells
s-
you used
with
before.
the
You can
same
use them again.
spells
As
and
long
the
as you have
same
the slot.
weapons.
Well, I know, but that doesn't mean I know what the hell I'm doing with them. I mean, I'll be honest, that don't mean nothing. I got it. That don't mean I know.
Okay. Let's go over the fact that this Eldritch Blast is the most overpowered cantrip in the game. So
Well, yeah.
the words, if Vanessa, if you forget everything else in D&D, just remember the words Eldritch Blast, and you'll be fine.
Well, let's do that again.
All right. Now,
Because
who would
literally,
you like to aim at?
I still think the mama is the strongest because let's face it, mamas are always strongest over kids.
All right. So roll your D20.
I have a 15 that I rolled.
All right. So that's a
Nice.
It's a +4 to hit with your Eldritch Blast. So that's 19. So as you cast, go ahead and roll for damage. Roll your D10.
No, for fuck's sake. Okay.
It's the little flying saucer looking one.
I know it is. 8.
Okay. So as this energy erupts from your hands, you're pissed off enough and angry enough that your blast goes straight through her gut and out the front of the
Good.
house. And
Killer.
she looks down, she looks up for just 1 second, and then she falls lifeless to the floor.
I'm
Yeah, bye,
scared.
Nice.
Bye, bitch. I'm good.
I am
Peace.
scared now.
All right. Kira, you're up next.
Kill the kid.
Yeah. Look, I mean, honestly, I'm scorched earth. I don't care.
Um,
Hold on a second. I'm going to stop Cam.
I'm trying to think if I should attack or use a spell. I also understand that I'm at a damage, 3? So I don't even know where I'm at even on the life list at this point.
You're low on the life list.
I know.
However,
So I gotta
again,
use. I got with what I have to do the most damage. So I'm trying to think of something that I can use the most damage. If it should be a spell, or if it should be an attack with a longsword, or just hang.
You have your longsword there. Again, he's severely wounded. So as long as you're able to hit him with the longsword, chances are you're going to kill him.
Yeah, am I gonna kill myself in between? Oh. Y'all just remember I take a sacrifice if I do this. I guess I'll use my longsword.
All right, so go ahead and roll your D20.
Mm-hmm.
My father.
She must be doing elfy things again.
I'm free.
Hush it. Hush it.
15.
No, I got people that like, hey, mom, let's talk to you. And I'm like, I'm busy.
All right. Now, Kira, roll for damage. Your
Okay.
longsword.
Does 15 include my initiative of +3 or anything, or?
Yeah, no, you. That was definitely a hit. So now just roll your D8.
Oh, wait. You said D8?
Yep.
Hold on. That's a different one. Hold up. Which one's that look like? 2, 4, 6, 8. 8 is the diamond, right?
Mhm.
Yep.
Okay. Whew. I got that one. Still can't figure out which one my 10 is on. That which makes me really mad. Okay, y'all. Here we go. Middle of the road, 4.
All right, Kira, describe how you kill the sun.
using my long sword.
Mm.
Sorry. Using my longsword, I came at the sun to attack him, going across his body, trying to use every bit of energy that I have in my half elf
All right,
body.
so you are nearly dead, but you are able to muster the strength to just swing with one hand, and with that, it goes straight across his belly, and you completely disembowel the son, and he falls and he collapses, and he lies dead right next to his mother.
Anybody in the
And
mood for haggis?
that just leaves Arden, the warden, and he is now face to face with Hans. So he's going to attempt to do an unarmed strike on Hans. And he only gets a 7. So in his little beleaguered form, he misses. And Kazara, you're up next.
How far away is the warden from me?
He's only about 10 feet.
Okay, I'm going to move over to him.
Okay.
And I'm going to say, as I swing my sword down, it's time for you to die. And I'm going to swing my short sword at him.
All right, go ahead.
That is a nat 20.
All right.
Whoa!
Roll for damage.
So let me do that. Plus Colossus Slayer. Plus. So the first one was 6. It rolled the 2d6 for a crit. Let me do this plus the d8. So that's 10. Plus my Hunter's Mark damage. So 14 damage.
All right, so describe how you kill the warden.
As I swing down in his tiny little form, taking all the rage out from the night before where I couldn't do much to him, I cleave his body in half from his head all the way down to where it's just 2 different pieces that, if you put them together, would hold each other up.
Oh, dude.
Nice.
Very nice.
Kazara, as my fellow woodland friend, I appreciate the violence of what you did.
I am going to immediately run a. I want to look around for anything valuable on any of these 3, or anything valuable on any of the warden, the son, or the wife.
Okay. So the warden, there's not much left on him. His sword is back in the room. And it's a pretty nice sword. The sun doesn't seem to be much on him. He was reading some spells out of a spell book. The wife, however, she has a very ornate headband that is on her forehead with a lot of jewels there. And there seems to be definitely something about that. And she also has some very intricate bracers on both of her forearms that are definitely valuable.
I'm going to take all of that.
Okay.
Anyone else want to look around for anything?
I want to take a further look at that crown that you just took.
I was just gonna say, I had a good feeling something might be different about that.
Okay. If you guys want to run investigation checks, roll your d20s.
All of us?
Whoever wants to take a look at the headband.
I'm willing.
I got a 7.
Ooh, 18.
16.
All right, so Kira and Vanestra, you recognize that. It's something that you believe is called a headband of intellect.
Mm-hmm.
And it's something that can be used when you're wearing it. It greatly increases your intelligence. So
Headband of intellect, right?
Yep.
So for future use, right?
If you want to do that, or you can sell it.
Okay, I'm gonna make a note.
Okay.
And as you guys were fighting with them, you notice that she used her bracers multiple times to block attacks as well.
Okay.
You don't see anything else on their persons at all. There is still, however, the matter of the talisman that you were sent to get. First of all, what do you want to do with these bodies?
We'll handle that later. I have a plan.
Okay.
Let's just find what we came here for.
Oh, my fellow rabbit friend. I
We
think
can
I,
clean this up later.
I believe in you because we know how to obscure things, right? In the woodlands.
All right, everybody run an investigation check.
Cool.
20.
10.
4.
5.
Did someone
11.
say 20?
No, I was just saying, is it on 20 die?
Oh, yeah, it's all. Whenever I tell you run a check, it's always on the 20 sided.
All right, honey. Mine was 5.
Kazara,
10 was I had 10.
Kira, what'd you get?
16.
16. All right. So as you guys are looking around the house, Kira, you start looking. You're looking at the dimensions, and you realize that what you see here on the inside doesn't seem to match how large the house looked like from the outside. It seemed to be longer from the outside than what you're seeing as you walk around the place.
Okay. Is anything visible? Can we see anything? I'm trying to figure out what's there in front of us.
Where you guys want to walk around in the house? Kalisha, you were about to go to that.
I was about to go to that room.
Kalisha, run another investigation check for me.
No, yeah. The house shouldn't really be that big, so,
I got an 8.
Okay. You don't notice anything.
Yeah.
So she's in the study. Can I go into the room that's right next to the study?
Yeah, that's where Kalisha had gone from the study. Yeah, you can join her in there if you want to. If you want to run an investigation check.
Yeah, I want to go in there and look around and investigate, see what we get. An 11.
Okay. You don't see a whole lot. You do see on the far wall in there, there does seem to be a small, very minor crease going down the middle of the wall.
There's something behind that wall. Hey, Hans, do you think you can figure out a way through?
Okay, so should I investigate or do I need to actually use my tools on this?
Probably investigate if you want to roll for that.
Yeah, I'll do that first.
That's you.
All right. I got a 4. But I do also have a +4 for investigation, so
Yeah.
not that it matters much.
You basically saw the same thing that Kazara did.
Okay. Can I use my axe to try to cut through the wall, or my crowbar, perhaps?
You can try if you want to do a strength check.
I got a 3.
Yeah, it's not budging.
Yeah, I'm short. What am I gonna do?
And drunk.
Anyone else able to get us through here? Vanessa, Kira.
I mean, damn, it's 10 o'clock at my point. I'm fucking in my cup, so, here we go. Wait a minute. 10 o'clock. 1 o'clock, y'all stop. We're in our cups. Sorry. Love y'all.
Let's see.
Trying to figure out what I'm able to do.
I mean, we're just trying to.
I'm
see if we
assuming
can-
my body is still at a 3, which is
Kira, yeah,
bad.
you're still hurting. You're probably sitting down at this point. You've lost a lot of blood. You probably have a concussion as well. But you were the one that did notice that the dimensions weren't right, and this, what Kazara and Hans saw kind of matches what you believe, that there's definitely something on the other side of this wall. Did you want to go ahead and run a perception check, Kira?
Yeah, let's run a perception check. Then
Roll your d20.
Y'all just remember I sacrificed tonight. Oh, 7.
7. All right. On
Yeah,
the
just
left,
my 3, right? Or whatever, right?
yeah,
Whatever.
you have a plus through. Let's see, perception. You have plus 0 for perception. On the left side of y'all's character sheets, there is a passive perception number. If you guys can find that.
Mine is a 12.
12.
I'm looking.
Left side.
Passive, you say?
Yep. There's passive
Mine is 15.
perception. Okay, who?
I have passive wisdom perception.
You're just saying words now, Vanestra. Okay. You're
Well, a dungeon master. That's what's on my damn sheet. That's what I'm doing. I love it. That's what's on my sheet. Damn it. So what am I supposed to share with that?
Hans, what was your passive perception or investigation? You found it yet? It's on the left side of your character sheet.
Passive perception is an 11. Is that
It's just as fucking lost as me because I don't fucking know. Fucking.
my senses down at the bottom?
Yeah.
Yeah, 11 for passive perception.
God damn it. Let me look at my.
All right. Kazar,
I
you said yours was a 15?
Mine is a 12. It's
Mine's a
Kalisha. That's
15.
15.
Kalisha? Okay.
Yes.
So, Kalisha, as everybody's looking around, something's just very curious about the wall. You see there is a candle mounted on the wall just about maybe 3 or 4 inches from where this crease is, but it doesn't seem to have any function whatsoever.
Mm-hmm.
So you do notice that, and it seems out of place.
Can I go over and touch the candle?
Yep. You want to?
Can I move it to the side or
So
try
as
to
you-
wiggle it?
You turn it to the right, and you hear some gears turning, and some cogs going in place, and then you hear a lock pop on the inside, and there's a door here, and it cracks open just a little bit, and you guys you can now peer through. You see that there is a very small secret room behind this.
Nice.
This was the son's bedroom. But behind this wall, there is a small, maybe 6 feet long. It's a storage room, but it's a secret room, and you're able to get in there. When you go in there, there is just one chest, and it seems to have a very simple lock on it.
Oh, great. Can I... Simple lock.
Can I go towards it? I have thieves' tools, so I may be able to pick this
Nice.
lock.
Yep.
Right ahead.
All right.
Yeah.
Do I need to roll a sleight of hand?
Yeah, go ahead and run sleight of hand.
Just letting y'all know,
16.
I hear thunder. Just letting y'all know.
Thunder.
16.
16. All right. So you picked the lock fairly easily. It comes right off. You open the chest. In the chest is there is an amount of gold there. Looks to be about maybe 200 gold pieces in there. The only other thing in there is the talisman. It seems to be what Sam described to you when you guys were back at the tavern. It's a skull. It's maybe 3 inches long or so. Some sort of dark metal. It's a skull. It's got horns on top. And you notice the eyes of the skull are gently glowing green
Ooh.
as it's laying there.
Dark magic it is.
Well, Kazara, I think this is what we're looking for. Let's just grab it and get the hell out of here. Let's get back to the tavern.
Yeah, let's split up this gold.
Definitely.
Would you say 5 of us, 200 pieces, 40 apiece?
That's fine by me. That's
Seems
fine.
fair.
I mean, don't care either way. Give what you have to me.
All right, and then who's taking the talisman?
I'll take it.
Okay.
Oh, my friend Kazara.
Kazara, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Fine, let's see. A 15.
Okay. So, Kazara, as you grab the talisman, you feel your grip tighten on it. You try to let go of the talisman, but it won't. It refuses to be dropped out of your hand.
Oh, crap.
And you're looking at the
Damn
talisman,
it.
and as you do that, pain just starts shooting down your arm, and you see black streaks running down your forearm. And Kazara,
Kazara, you're getting corrupted. My Kazara.
Kazara, how many hit points do you have?
19 currently.
Okay. All right. Kazara, you take 28 points
Jeez.
of necrotic damage.
Damn.
Whoa.
Oh, my
And
rabbit friend.
He sees that. It goes all the way to his heart, and he collapses. Kazara collapses on the ground, and the talisman is still in his hand.
No.
Did you use any healing spells for him? Even in my little lifeless somewhat body.
Yeah, even me. Can I do something? I don't look. I don't want to
I have to
die.
wait for my turn. Dang it.
There's no turns. You guys can do whatever. He's right now.
And
You can't tell
I-
whether he's.
Spell to help him, even at my 3 body.
Well, if
Dang,
there's
I was-
nothing we can do to help, I say we drag the body back to the tavern and just give it the whole thing to Sam. If he's gripping the talisman, that'd be an easy way for us to get it where
For
we're going.
fuck's sake.
Who's going to carry him back 5 miles?
So there's 4 of us. I think we can
No.
handle it.
Gropey hands. How about you do it?
I'll push.
No, you're
does
strong,
the,
gropey hands. You can do it.
Does the warden have a wagon or a horse?
Can we just cut his hand off with the talisman and then take it from there?
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Oh, we could go.
I've got an axe.
Oh, I bet you do.
If that's, I mean, you've got plenty of weapons around. You've got his sword available if you want to do that.
Well,
There's nothing you magical elves can do. Come on.
Okay.
are you throwing shade?
All right, as you guys are talking, Kazara, make a death saving throw.
What do I need to roll for that again?
Just roll a d20.
Okay.
Throw some
Let's
shade
see.
on. Let's throw it.
Oh God, I'm dead. Nat 1.
Oh.
All right.
No. Damn it.
And I can't do a spell. What's the point of the other spells?
I don't even know what I can do at this point. Like, what the hell?
Well, I'm going to go up to Kazara's dead bunny body, and I have a scimitar. I am going to.
Is my bunny dead?
I want to cut off his little rabbit foot. That's holding
No!
All right.
No.
I
It's
need
lucky.
to find my companion. I need
So-
to get this
No.
back
So-
to the tavern.
Kazara, he's barely got a pulse.
Can I?
It's there.
I don't want
You can
anybody
use
to
healing
touch
magic
my
if you
woodland
have it.
friend. I don't
I've
want
got
anybody
healing
to touch
magic.
him.
Can I use my healing spells, please?
You don't really have any that will help him in this case.
Mm.
Oh, Dungeon Master,
And
I
my
don't know
other
if I have
friends
any either,
do.
but I just don't want anybody to mess with my fellow woodland creature.
Well, do you have any healing magic,
That's what I'm saying. I don't know if I have any. I don't think I
Dungeon
do.
Master? Can we help out my friend or my comrade currently?
I don't think I do. Based on what I said, I don't think I have any.
With the way you guys have learned magic and the abilities you innately have, you're not much in the. There's no clerics among you,
Aw.
so you guys and Kira, you were a paladin, but you broke your oath. So a lot of the positive things that you once had in life, you no longer have those.
I love you as a part of my woodland elf nature.
Can I ask if the warden had a wagon and a horse?
Yeah, nothing that you see. No.
No. Okay.
Well, damn.
Can one of us put the crown on and then come up with an idea of what to do? Since it makes us smarter.
So I mean, what you can try it.
Who currently has it? I do, don't I?
You were the last one looking at it.
Can I try?
Yeah, did you want to put it on?
Sure.
All right, so Kira, while you are wearing that,
Here we go.
your intelligence becomes a 19. So you are fairly smart now. Out of nowhere, it's definitely got some magic abilities to it. You're able to think through some solutions, some problems and solutions in your head. You notice Kazara, when he grabbed it, the eyes turned from they started flashing green, but then they quickly turned red in his hand. So obviously did not want to be held by Kazara.
Right. Can I try to grab it?
You can try to grab it if you want.
I have full health and I need to get this talisman back to the tavern. I need to find my companion. So
Kira, with your superior intellect, does that sound like a good idea to you?
Or try. I think so. I believe so. I hope so. I pray so.
So you're just going to grab it, Kalisha?
I'm going to grab it.
All right. Kalisha, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
I'm not using that one. Oh, no, 5.
As you go to grab it from his hand, the same thing happens to you.
Oh, no.
And you are unable to let go of it. You're at full health right now.
Mm-hmm.
And Kira.
Heard my name.
Kira, you are extremely lucky. This pain is going through you, and it is It has done 21 points of
Oh,
necrotic damage to you.
Okay.
Who are we talking
So-
about?
No, to Kalisha,
Me.
not
Kalisha.
Kira.
I'm sorry, Kalisha.
Oh,
So
I'm
it's-
like, whoa. My
So
brain
I
is.
have
yeah. No, you're already at 3. She just joined you at the 3 club.
3 hit points left, but I'm alive.
Hans, what do you want to do there, Artificer?
So I have a shield spell. Can I cast that on myself and then grab it?
Let's see how shield works here.
Uh-oh.
Did we lose
I think
Tina?
vanished.
So you can, if you want to cast shield, you can try to use that.
To protect myself from it? Okay. And then I'm going to try that.
Okay.
What
So
am
an
I
invisible
rolling here?
barrier of magical force appears and protects you.
Okay.
And Hans, you go ahead and roll a Constitution saving throw.
I got a 9.
Okay. So for you,
Now, does that include? Do I add my Constitution +3 that I've got
yeah,
to that?
You're
So that'd be a
going-
12.
yeah, you're going to take 11 points of necrotic damage as well.
Oof.
But now you are currently holding it.
But that's all that I took was 11 points.
Yep.
So then, are we good to take it back to the tavern?
You're going to continue to take damage
Oh,
for
I
as
will.
long as you hold it.
Oh.
Keeper should be holding it himself.
Can I let go of it,
No,
or has it attached itself to me? Okay.
it refuses to be let go.
Hmm. Can I use my axe and cut my own hand off?
Sure.
Okay, let's do
Whoa.
that. What do I need to
All
do
right.
for that?
Roll a d6.
Bless you.
That would be a 6.
All right, so you take 6 points of slashing damage as you cut your hand off. But the talisman and your hand are now lying on the ground.
Holy shit.
Booyah! All right. All right, so let's grab it and go. Screw these guys dying on the floor.
Yeah, right?
I just want the gold.
All right, Kira, in your superior intellect, do you think maybe you can find something to wrap up this talisman?
What is there anything around me that I can see? A blanket or some type of wrap?
The son's bedroom is right out there, and he had sheets on his bed. If you want to try to do that.
Darn innkeeper should be here doing his own dirty work. Let's wrap it. Let's try to I wish there was some way to protect ourselves more. I wish there was like a barrier. I have no spells for barriers, do I? Or a spell for even healing any of my friends. I feel like I should be able to heal, but can't heal myself. I can't heal others. So I'm trying to figure this out. So let's grab the blankets or sheets and every fabric we can find in that darn room.
All right. So as Kira starts to wrap it, she doesn't feel any real pull. It's not really trying to stay grasped in her hand. And not only does it not try to stay within her grasp, the eyes turn back from red to green. And they start glowing green as Kira is holding it. But she currently has it wrapped up so it can be taken back. Hans and Kalisha, in your wounded states, you're wondering why Kira is able to hold this thing without any ill effects. And as we end for tonight, Kazara, make a death saving throw.
Let's see. 8.
And as she puts the talisman that's wrapped up in her pouch, you guys see Kazara's pulse stop.
Oh,
And Kazara dies.
Kazara.
One for my homie.
Funny.
That'll do it for tonight's episode of
Yay!
Devil's Bargain.
Yay!
But not yay over Kazara.
I know. I'm
Man.
like, but I
It
have
is
a
what it
question.
is.
I do have a serious question because I have healing spells, but why wasn't can't heal myself, I can't heal the others, so I'm confused on why I wasn't able to help Kazara or anybody else, or why I'm confused.
When someone dies, we tend to be confused and we tend to ask ourselves a lot of questions. And you and I will talk about that, Kira, offline.
AKA, we're not supposed to know this. You have to find out.
Doesn't
Will
matter
Kazara
if
be back?
All right. So
Yeah.
thank you, everybody, for tuning in tonight. For everybody who stuck around, again, apologize for the late start. It was an interesting night. It was a crushing night for some. And if you enjoyed tonight's episode, I encourage you again to like this video, subscribe
Thumbs
to
up.
the Red5 Tavern, ring that notification bell so you don't miss a future episode. We'll be back next week with a one shot, and I hope everybody has a great weekend. Have a good night, everybody.
Bye,
See ya.
friends.
Hi, guys.